Okay, so back in the end of October into November, I was away on holidays. And for people that do know where I was, I don't want you to say anything because I want to know if anyone that doesn't know where I went, if they can guess where I was at this time. Any part of the world, just take a guess. Yes, yeah. Antarctica? No, too cold for me.
The red bit.
The red bit?
Red bit. Pinky bit.
Nah, it's a bit too hot for me over there. Sorry, you'll give up?
Yeah.
Okay, I was in South Korea. So as I've been before that, I went back again as a part of a youth trip for the Uniting Church. Next slide. This was my homestay family that I stayed with. On the middle, there's the dad, the mum, and their youngest son. And this photo here, that's actually their eldest son. Now, there's actually a bit of a story behind that because would have been about 2 years ago, the Korean church, Presbyterian Church, also sent a youth trip over, and he was one of the youth that come along. And we actually became good friends while I was here because he spoke good English back then. And then when I went over this time, he found out that I was actually staying, and their family actually requested that I stayed with them during homestay. And also he actually took 2 days off military service to come and visit me, which was really special to never be with that. And next slide. So this is some of the stuff that we ate and did. So this is the Seoul Tower that I'm sort of standing on. That's like a sheet of glass, probably about yay thick, and staring down about 139 stories above ground. It's absolutely amazing. Took a bit of nerves to do that. It took quite a lot. And every now and then you've probably seen this little yellow car. That's one that I took along with me to put photos to actually prove where I was. And there's like Korean barbecue, which is absolutely delicious. It's like a cos lettuce leaf or a frilly lettuce leaf with a bit of rice, beans, and you just wrap it all up and put it in your mouth, chew it and swallow. It's the best. And there's some being cooked over there because it's sort of like a huge grazing table. If you can imagine a table with a hot burner burning in the middle, all the meat, it's just the best. Next slide. And here we've got some traditional dancing with the drums and that. Some of the nightlife of the big city and all that sort of stuff. And on the other side, there's me again with eating street food, which is absolutely delicious. That was like sausage. And I think mayonnaise was good. Next one. I think it's just the questions. Yeah, any questions?
Why did you go over there?
So I went over there as part of a cultural, like exposing Australians to different culture and Korean culture, because the Uniting Church in South Australia has a partnership with the Presbyterian Church in South Korea. So this year it was Australians were sending youth and young adults over, so next year we'll send adults across, and the year after that they'll send the youth and young adults to Australia. The year after that they'll send adults over, and then repeats again, and we send, it's a partnership that's been going for 30 years next year.
What's the difference between South and North Korea as far as the percentage of Christians?
That's a good question. So in Korea it's probably about, I think it's 50% Christian, and in North Korea it would be 0%. There's no religions allowed to be in North Korea, no religion whatsoever. There are a lot under the surface, yes. Yep.
Did you attend church services while you were there?
Yes, I did. Attended a Sunday day service at about 10 o'clock, and then an evening service, or not an evening service, an afternoon service, about 1 o'clock or so.
How long do their services go for?
About, could be probably an hour to an hour and a half, yeah, quite long actually, to Australia. Yeah, just sort of depends, yeah. Then there was a Wednesday prayer service, that was a long time, that was about probably 2 hours, the Wednesday day service, yeah. With dinner afterwards and, yeah.
What an experience.
Yes, it was a great experience, yeah. It's awesome visiting. I was just seeing people that I had met beforehand as well, because it would have been last year when they sent their adults over. We actually had 2 Koreans stay with me and my family, and it was actually good to catch up with both of them again. Yeah.
So they're Christians, your homestead?
Yes, they're Christians, yeah. So the father, he was an elder in their church.
Did you hear about Yongin Chow when he was over there? He was a big South Korean evangelist, and he was out. He came out years ago and preached at the Charismatic Convention in Adelaide. So I just wondered if he's still around and still well known over there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's the first time I've heard of him. Yeah, I'd like to have a chat with you afterwards so I can look him up. Yeah. A mega church. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of mega churches in Korea, but with their leadership structure, they don't normally last very long because they're like the pastor's like the next person to God. That's how they look at them in Korea. So usually mega churches start where they have one pastor leading like hundreds of churches, and usually he'll be the pastor for 100 or at least 60 or so years, and when he passes away, there's no one to take on the church, and they usually just fall all of one, how one of them did. They knew he was sick, so they started recording his sermons, and now they just passed away, they just keep playing the same sermons over and over to keep the church going. Yeah.
What were you able to find that you learned?
I was able to learn that I need to be more courteous to people. Because I wouldn't, like, compared to the last time I went there, I really witnessed a lot more homeless people over there. There's especially in a town called Busan. So if we want to go back to the slide that has the map of the north and south. So, I don't know the point, but Busan is roughly about here. And yeah, so we put a bullet train down there, and there were so many homeless people there, just everywhere. Busan is really surprising because Busan's quite it's a town that's really big on tourism, and it's all beautiful beaches and stuff like that. And then as soon as you step into this township, there's just homeless everywhere. It's really sad. Yeah.
So what kind of time did you about it? Did you ever find out?
I never found out, no. But I know that when people are homeless, they do give them clothes, and the clothes is usually made of rubber type of clothes. And I thought it was a bit bizarre, but I can understand why, 'cause if it rains, then it just washes straight off of them, so they keep them dry. So. Yeah. Yep, and you can go back to the question slide now. Is there any other questions?
Are you able to witness over there?
So,
Witness?
we didn't really get to. It was more just a cultural experience for us. Yeah, just to learn about Korean culture.
And how different did you find the food, what we had?
A lot more. It's a lot. Hard to sort of explain, but it's really delicious. There's a lot of food on your palate. That's the best way to describe it. Lots of different flavours, and I come back and eating Australian food. It just feels like getting cardboard. That's what it's like. Yeah. So it takes a little bit to get used to it, but yeah.
So is there much more cultural things happening over there? Like, say, show?
Not really, no, because it's very, very Korean. There's not, it's not, you can hear differences in their voices in that sort of way, but a lot of it's pretty much standard right across the whole of Korea. From what I've been to, I've only been to there, and to Busan, Seoul and Iksan. They're the towns that I've been to, which Iksan's it's a small farming village, probably about the size of Adelaide. I just love the Korean people. They're so happy, and they don't need much to live, really. They live in an apartment probably the size of this building, like the same size of this sort of building in length and width. That's got rooms in it and such, but they're just so happy, and they love people and they love giving. They sort of have a bit of a disagreement with Japan at the moment, which I won't go into because it actually makes me quite sad talking about it. But you think the Koreans, like in any other culture, that you would probably fight back at these people and slander them back, but the Koreans don't. They just respond with peace.
Was there a triumph for the grandfather?
Yes, so that's the other thing, one reason why I like it there. So my grandfather, when he's in the Greek army, he actually fought in the Korean War. So South Korea is a special place in my heart because of that. Because I'll tell this story. So when he was over there, my grandfather never told me much, but there was this story that he said there was this Korean boy that him and another soldier, that they sort of, I guess you could say, like they got to know him quite well, and they would give him like sweets and stuff like that, and he was actually shot in front of my grandfather's eyes from a North Korean bullet. He actually went in the middle of the night and buried him in the backyard with the other soldiers as well, which was really sad, but it's terrible, yeah. That's what war is. It's terrible.
The size, how many people?
I bet $1 billion.
Huh?
$1 billion. $1 billion, yeah. It's big, very big.
So how big is Seoul itself?
Yeah, too big. Great. Couldn't really tell, but when you look at it on a map, if this is like all of Korea, Seoul would be about like that, I would say. Yeah. Hard to sort of put kilometres on it. But yeah, it's big. That's all I can sort of say.
Obviously, be a big place with people.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so is there any more questions? Or?
So if there's 1 billion people in Korea, that means 400 million of them are Christians.
Yep, about like that, yeah. In Seoul, yeah.
Did you go anywhere near the North Korean border?
I did, which I'll actually mention when I actually do my devotion. But yes, I did actually go to
Can you feel the difference?
You can, sort of feel the difference. Because I was only probably about 170 metres away from the North Korean border, underground as well, 75 metres underground, yeah. So about 100, yeah. So, yeah, but it would be good to go to North Korea one day, but maybe in another trip, when everything's all settled down and peaceful. Any more questions? Cool. So if you want to go to this next slide. So this is where I want to actually talk about, and this is which I'll get to it now. So while I was away, I wrote this devotion that I sent to on a group chat that I had created on Facebook for myself to keep in contact with loved ones back here in Australia. On Tuesday the 26th of October, I visited the DMZ, which is the demilitarised zone between North and South Korea. It's an area that has no military personnel, just a barbed wire fence on each side of the border. On the south side and on the north side, with the border fence running in the middle. Nothing but beautiful wildlife and native plants. It's a true Garden of Eden. And a village on either side, almost looking at each other, side by side, with some friendly competition to see which country has the tallest flagpole. For information, North Korea is winning at the moment. So just before we go to the next slide, so that's roughly where I was. So it's not a totally accurate map, but those orange lines are roughly where the demilitarised zone is on either side of the border. It's only rough, it's not exact, but that's roughly where I was. So if we go to the next slide, we'll see the two flagpoles, the South Korean flagpole and the North Korean one. That's exactly what it looks like. It's just so beautiful and peaceful. The DMZ has a special place for me in my heart, which hurts when I visit, because of the loss of life that has been lost on the very ground on which God created for us to enjoy. Also because as I walk along where my grandfather, Michael, fought alongside the South Korean, Australian and the US Armed Forces in the Greek Army. Although he never shared with me his experience much in person, I felt in my heart what he had went through. On the South Korean side of the DMZ, there is a train station called Dorsan Station. Next slide, there it is. Which has a train line leading into North Korea. And at this stage is only used on special occasions. Inside the station on the wall, there has a big sign which says, "Not the last station from the south, but the first station towards north." To all Koreans, this is a sign of hope, to be at peace with each other once again. Next slide. Oh, you don't see it. Oh, sorry. Yes, you can look at it. And that's the other thing with, they actually have a big sign, you can't read it because it's in Korean, but it's a train station when the train is actually going to the next station, which is in North Korea, and they haven't got a date set yet, but that's how serious they are that they want peace. They've built a train station, all set up, ready for it to be used. The next slide. Now the DMZ has seen amazing changes of peace between the two countries. It still has a long way to go, but with prayer to God can restore peace between the two nations. So please pray for the Korean people on both sides of the fence. Pray that they can settle the differences peacefully with no worries or doubts, and to be with honesty and peaceful. As we can see, you have the South Korean Prime Minister and the North Korean Supreme Leader, and then we have Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un again shaking hands, and then again next slide. So Revelations 22 verses 1 to 4. Then the angel showed me the river of the water of life, as clear as crystal, flowing from the throne of God and of the Lamb of God. Down the middle of the great streets of the city, on either side of the river, stood the tree of life, bearing 12 crops of fruit, yielding its fruits every month, and the leaves of the trees are for the healing of the nations. No longer will there be any cause. The throne of God and the Lamb of God will be in the cities, and his servants will serve him. They will see his face, and his name will be on their foreheads. There will be no more night. They will not need to light another lamp or light of the sun. For the Lord God will give them light, and they will reign forever and ever. Revelations 21, 1-4. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and there were no longer any sea. I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of the heaven from God, prepared as a bride, beautifully dressed for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, "Look, God's dwelling place is now among the people, and he will dwell with them. They will be his people, and God himself will be with them and be their God. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and there will be no more death, or mourning, or crying, or pain, for the old order of things has passed away." Amazing to think about that, between the two cities. That's from Revelations. You can clearly see it when peace is brought between the two countries. That's exactly what it's going to be like. And it gives a really good representation of the river, being that there's a river running between the two villages inside the DMZ. I'll just pray now. So Lord, thank you, Jesus, for sending your Son. Thank you for giving us the scripture from Revelation, which John wrote, of the two nations becoming at peace with one another. One day we hope for the Korean people that there will be peace between the two nations. Lord, we just thank you for everything that you have done. Lord, we can't wait for your face to show on this earth again. I just pray for those who don't know you, that your light will be shone through all Christians throughout the world, and they will see their faces and they will light up with joy from your love. Lord, we pray these things in your glorious name. Amen. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so now I'll just pray for grace now. So